Elementary Days, 4th Grade Kirk School by Vanya Houston. As I gathered up nerves for a new school once more, I held on to my heart as I walked through the door. First day in a new class seemed to always be the worst. It feels just like your heart wants to leave you and burst. At Kirk Elementary, my teacher was a man. He taught 4th and 5th grade with a very firm hand. Mr. Hamilton schooled his students very well. He allowed no playing until the recess bell. We practiced writing paragraphs very neat. If we wrote them sloppy, we had them to repeat. Arithmetic was okay. Reading was still great. Science was the subject that most of us did hate. We went home with plenty of homework every day. We thought it unfair, but there was zilch we could say. I spent more hours than I ever had before in the house completing endless homework chores. Sometimes he'd have us switch our homework papers, and then we would correct all of them together. It was embarrassing to get too many wrong. That meant you had not spent time on your homework long. Twice a week we went to a class with a TV to learn from a show called Electric Company. It helped with reading skills as well as entertained. More importantly, it put good things in our brain. For quiet time, we had to put our hands and head down on our desks a while without making a sound. We felt that kids in 4th and 5th grade were too big to still have to do the head down, take a nap gig. Whether it was cold or hot, exercise was daily, so we could have good health and learning energy. Hockey was a game that we liked to watch and play. It was enjoyable on a cold or hot day. All the kids were friendly and welcomed me right in. In a short time, I had close and regular friends. We took pleasure walking to and from school each day. We laughed and talked about so much along the way. For Black History Month, we traced people we know. I traced Martin Luther King, an eternal hero. We saw Africans dance at an assembly. It was fascinating to be able to see. We engaged in artwork, which I viewed as work fun. Most time the results were magnificent when done. Being artistic brings out your creative side, and that is something you should never want to hide. Once we watched a movie about a little boy who found a red balloon and it became his joy. Everyone in class was holding on to their seat, followed it everywhere, and we thought that was neat. When we finished work early, we were able to play creative blocks for the remainder of the day. Houses and cars are what I mostly liked to build. Sometimes I would construct a fun volleyball field. There were some kids who wore thick glasses on their faces to help them see better, which was always the case. Some students laughed at them and made them feel bad. The teacher said it's not good to make anyone sad. Kirk School did not have a lunchroom where we could eat, and so we stayed in and ate lunch at our seat. Lunchtime was always the most relaxing part of the day. When we were done eating, we hurried out to play. The art teacher made sure we all played safe and fair. Just in case something went wrong, she was always there. Recess was a good time to energize the bones, but it was too short, and the bell caused us to moan. On the 5th grade side of class, there was a really cute boy. He liked my friend Gayleen, and his first name was Troy. I used to dream he would start to like me instead. The time he spoke to me, both my cheeks turned red. At the end of the year, we had to take some tests. They seemed very hard, but we all did our best. There was complete silence so we could concentrate. Everyone hoped to get the highest test score rate. We had a carnival at school one Saturday. Cakewalks, games, and fish booths were played throughout the day. The school had turned into a miniature theme park. We had fun all day and remained until near dark. As we started wrapping up the end of the school year, I was glad I was able to attend school here. I liked Mr. Hamilton, and I liked my new friends. I really wished that I would never move again. As he looked one day at his 4th and 5th grade kids, he appeared rather pleased with all for us he did. We, on the other hand, as children too were pleased for his preparing us for the next grade with ease. We had a party to rejoice the school year's end. We laughed, played music, and enjoyed being with friends. Mr. Hamilton smiled, though he was normally stern. He told us to be good and continue to learn. We cleaned out our desks, threw some papers away. Even though class was over, we seemed to want to stay. Mr. Hamilton excused us for the last time that year. It looked like a few of us tried to hold back some tears. As we said goodbye and walked home in different ways, I looked forward to Kirk Elementary's first 5th grade day. The end. This has been Elementary Days, 4th Grade Kirk School, written by Vanya Houston, narrated by Sarah Morningstar. Copyright 2025, Wyvanya Houston. Production copyright by Wyvanya Houston.